Welcome, my friends. Welcome to another aimless adventure. Coming to you from historic downtown Newport Richey, Florida today, which is my home. I love it here, and it's beautiful. Here's a little 360, but we're going to take a look around at what this downtown area has got to offer. So I think it's time we explore more. There are seagulls right above me. I think it's time to duck under cover. Let's do it. This walkway arches out and comes right back to the walking path. But also, there's a nice little deck out here. I see you up there, bird. Don't poop on me. A lot of birds over here today. I guess where there's water. Look, it's the Florida pigeon, the seagull. And they are leaving their mark. Bird's gonna bird, yo. But check it out. Look at this nice park here in the middle of historic downtown Newport Richey. And on the other side there is the same exact setup as where I'm standing. It's just a mirror of what I'm standing on now. Isn't that right, seagull? Did you just shake your head no? Yeah, I don't know what he's doing over there, but this is nice. I think we got some folks down there. There's someone down there painting a picture, it looks like. I think, or reading a book. I'm not quite sure. But this is really nice. This is in the dead center of the downtown area. You can see a lot of folk cruising around, getting their walk on. Children screaming about. It's really nice. I love living here. It's nice. I love old towns in general, but if you throw a pond in the middle of town, yeah, I'm digging it. All kind of historic buildings. Over there is the hacienda. We'll go over and check that out. That has got a lot of history, especially with old Hollywood from the 20s and 30s. These birds here, that one that just jumped, that's called an ibis. And they nest up in those trees. They also like to frolic and clean themselves in the water. Looks like the ibis are enjoying a little bird bath and this pretty cool weather. I'm not sure what that little duck there, the little tiny black duck with the red beak is called. But he's just kind of bobbing in and out. And check these guys. They're going to town over here. This town's for the birds. Didn't mean to upset you. It's just kind of a, you know, one of them sayings. Whatever they're called. You also have some newer construction around here where they're putting up these, now they've been here for a while, but these newer style apartments that overlook right behind me the water in the park. But you've also got a lot of old-timey houses around here and businesses too. And the downtown is coming back with a vengeance, which is good to see. I moved here a couple years ago, and first time I've lived on the west coast of Florida. Of course, I lived in southern Florida when I was a kid, and then Sanford, which I absolutely love, the historic downtown Sanford. I mean, who am I kidding? I love old towns in general, especially when they got a cool little downtown. I mean, you know, you got all kind of stuff. Now, this particular park, you're going to see these. They've got different sections. Oh, check it out. Somebody put one of these little rocks there. And that one says, "Be happy." NPR rocks. That's not National Public Radio. That's Newport Richey. So I'm going to put that back. And yeah, so there we go. I guess that's the theme of the video. Be happy. Now this area over here is dedicated to service members. And different stations around this park are dedicated to different branches of the United States military. We'll take a look at this plaque over here, and there's also a fallen soldier bronze right there. So we get that full thing in there. The wind's starting to kick up. We're only a couple miles from the coast, so the Gulf of Mexico is just over my left shoulder, a couple of miles. And this says, dedicated to the honor and memory of the men and women of West Pasco County who served in their nation's wars. Rededicated by Paradise Post 79, the American Legion, November 11th, 1986. Memorial Garden donated by Newport Richey Garden Club. I have a feeling that this stone has seen some years. Oh, check it out. There's another one of those rocks. This one's I guess a rock being happy. NPR rocks. Sometimes these will say, you know, whatever, whoever puts them there on Facebook, and you can tag them or Instagram. But these don't have that. They're just little rocks that make you smile. I mean, if a rock can make you smile, there you go. This park is located at Circle Boulevard and Grand here in Newport Richey. And that's a straight shot down Grand, looking south, right into the heart of the historic downtown area. We've got a mallard drake. That's the one there on the right, the male, with the green head and the white band around his neck. And that's his mate. Female is the brown one. Look at that Espanol moss just dangling about. Love it. Across the street we have an ice creamery. I haven't been in there yet. It's been there for, I'd say, about a year or so. This whole downtown area keeps getting revitalized, and all kind of businesses are popping up. Every time I come down here, there's a little something going on, and I think they're setting up for a festival, maybe Chasco Fiesta. I can't remember, but they're starting to put up the little partitions to, you know, keep folks corralled. So hopefully, I know that's coming back. I just can't remember which month it is. Or maybe that's left over from St. Patty's Day. I don't know. But we'll be back for Chasco Fiesta, whenever it is. And you can see that the different stations I was talking about, the other one, here you have Air Force. And then as you walk around, you'll find different branches all the way around. And here's the other side. Like I said, it's mirrored. You've got that little archway that kind of hooks there. Then you got the little deck that sticks out. And there's where we started out, over there. I don't want you fishing, skateboarding, bicycling, smoking, no golf carts, and don't feed the wildlife. Oh, and looks like they added no scooters. Doesn't say anything about moonwalking, so hee. Got some squirrels partying over here. Now, I guess you can skateboard there on the sidewalk, just not on the out there on that deck. I see you, squirrel. And then over here to the left, you've got water fountain and kids play area. Same thing, you got a little workout area over here. We'll cut this way. And there's also a museum, which I've never been in. I don't even know what the hours are, but I know that we need to go in there at some point and check this out. So here's the museum. Oh, it says closed. Let's find out what the hours are. At least that way I'll know. One to 4. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday only, I guess. All right, so I spent a little time talking to a wonderful lady that's doing some work inside the museum here, and she shared a whole bunch of really cool information with me. We'll be coming back and we're going to do a video and help promote the place, because I want places like this to stay around that embrace the local culture and have a story to tell. Plus they have all kind of historic stuff, which is always cool. Learn some information about this old church building over here. I'm not going to go into detail of what she told me in this video, because I want to give it its due respect in its own video. But we'll kind of just walk past it. Oh, yeah, so you got the kids area there. You got restrooms over here. That's an amphitheater, which I did get confirmation, they are setting up for Chasco Fiesta, which runs 2 weeks. And I'll tell you what, if you're ever in the Newport Richey area during Chasco Fiesta, you've got to come by. They've got parades. They've got a boat parade that cruises down the river, which is right there. That's the Cody River. That's short for its real name that I always mess up. And it starts with a P. You can check it out on the webs. I don't know how to pronounce it. But here's the amphitheater. And there's going to be all kind of bands popping up over here. So bands are going to be jamming. That's all going to be seating. There's going to be vendors everywhere. Food everywhere. Oh yeah, you can see some of the vendors setting up over here. Oh, look, here's some info. Well, there was some info. There's some other info. But we'll see. I'll wait for that to pop back up and show it to you. There's the info on Chasco Fiesta. Those ducks are just chilling. Vendors are setting up, but man, the old growth trees down here are just super cool. It's a really nice park. I usually launch my kayak from right here, well, before I tore my rotator cuff up. But I'll be back, Lord willing, soon. Yeah, I can launch right out of here. That's the Cody River. And you go that way, and it'll end up in the ocean. It's a couple mile paddle. Done it a few times. But you'll also see dolphins occasionally cruising around in here feeding, which is really cool. I think that house right there is available. They've got a dock, 2-story. That's actually a fairly large house. Not too big for me, but it is cool. Right there on the water. Haven't seen any jellyfish. That's the first jellyfish I've seen around here. Over here you've got the historic bridge going over the Cody. It's the main thoroughfare, and it's called Main Street, which makes sense. Over that way, past the American flag there, you'll run into Highway 19, which runs basically north-south right on the coast. Coast is a couple miles west of here. The ocean. And then this little amphitheater over here, I've never seen anybody utilize this for anything. I mean, I would imagine that some folks do, but with the amphitheater over there, I don't know if this has much of a use anymore. All the barricades popping up for Chasco Fiesta. I have a video on that from last year if y'all want to go check it out. There's some really cool Native American history in there, and reenactor that's doing it. It's excellent if you're into that kind of thing. There's the historic Hacienda Hotel. The Hacienda, built in 1927. This place has seen some celebrity names, both from the Gloria Swanson era of acting to the Johnny Cash and June Carter Cash days of music. This is a first for me. This was not open for public feet for a long time. I have never stood here before, and it's pretty cool. Look at that scalloped, I don't even know if that's called scallop style of finish on there. It almost looks like fish jumping. I should know that, being a fan of architecture, but I don't. If y'all know, drop it in the comments. It's beautiful. You can chill over here and look, they've even got OG smoke area there from Patriot Stogies, which I believe is a business down here. Pretty sure. But let's get a closer look at this style here. Look at that. Look like fish. Look like fish hanging out on the side of a wall. Whoa, look at this door. I probably shouldn't get too carried away, but you know how it goes. That's incredible craftsmanship. We're going to come back and do a full-on video of as much info as I can pack into a vid of this place. I really want to walk in there now, but it deserves a full vid, not just a drive-by. All right, y'all, I have fantastic news. I spoke to the folks in here, Haley and Oscar, wonderful folks that work here and have a lot of knowledge on this place. So we are coming back, and we're gonna get us a tour, or tour as I like to say, Look at that fountain. I'm so nerding out. I got to walk around a little bit, check out one of the rooms, all that stuff. No spoilers. We're coming back. We're coming back. So if you like old-timey stuff from the late 20s, architecture and cool, once abandoned buildings that were just left for dead, that have been renovated and are now sold out for the Chasco Fiesta. That's like 2 weeks of selling out. Now, when I moved to Newport Richey a couple years ago, I was originally going to go to Mount Dora because I love it there. However, I am very glad that I came here. And this was abandoned. It looked rough. And there were rumors that they were going to restore it. Well, it's back in business, and business is good. So we're coming back. I'm stoked. There's some hustling and some bustling going on this time of day here at the corner of Main and Bank Street. Interesting enough is, I don't know if that used to be a bank, but that was, and it's still abandoned. It's been abandoned ever since I moved here. But hopefully they'll turn it into something cool, like those murals over there. You've also got another ice cream place right here. And then Mountain Coffee, which is over there. Oh, there's another place I've not been into called Melted. I'm assuming they do like grilled cheese and stuff, but yeah, awesome. I like me some grilled cheese. Here's a little additional peep on this. Now, remember I was telling you about celebrities like Gloria Swanson and the Carters, June and Johnny? Well, there's some information on all these little deals here. And these light up. So they light up at night, they put them on. And they've got different people that have stayed here that are, you know, kind of household names. Like June Carter, Johnny Cash, of course. And then it gives information there. Again, we're going to come back and do a full video. This is kind of a little drive-by. Earl Benham. Not familiar with him. So there's going to be some folks here that I'm going to get learnt on. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, that's so good. So good. Ed Wynn. I knew a Steve Wynn. He built hotels in Vegas. Probably not related, or maybe. Thomas Meehan, silent film actor. I do recall that gentleman. Oh, there's a... That truck is very loud. That beautiful park right there, Sims Park, named after Mr. George Sims. Many recognize him as the founder of Newport Richey. He used to own all of it like Old Man Peabody, but it was 30,000 acres back in 1913, so Sims had it going on. And he promoted Newport Richey throughout Broadway and Hollywood, and he was able to get quite a few folks in the entertainment industry here. I mean, this place has got some serious Hollywood history. I know that's not the end-all be-all to a town, but it is cool that those silent film actors, and then later the talkies, and folks started moving here. They called it the Hollywood of the East. And along the river, just over there, are some of the homes where those folk from the entertainment industry used to live. I don't know if I've ever seen a parking lot named after a Hollywood legend, but that parking lot is called the Gloria Swanson parking lot. Of course, she's well known throughout the 20s during the boom era of Newport Richey, and her house is located off of the Cody River, just off the banks of the Cody River. Former home. Came across the street to get a better peep at exactly what Melted is. It's gourmet grilled cheese sandwiches and more, and the prices are not bad. And they're located right next door to Mountaineer Coffee. There they are. There's my shadow. And this is a very good ice cream joint. I've been in here several times. I don't really do sugar anymore. Very rarely will I have anything with sugar in it. But, you know, I may dabble. I may dabble a little bit. I love this ice cream cone. It just kind of hangs out on the corner. This kind of OG vibe there, that copywritten music blaring. This place is pimping eggs. You can get, you know, your dog some water. However, they fully accept walk-ins. They're okay with the walk-ins. In here at Angel's Art Attic, they embrace walk-ins. I love it. Oh, Heroes and Subs. I've not been in there before either. I gotta get, what's this guy? Oh, this is like a fire department themed. Check it out. Little scope in there. Dude looked like he was heading to Oktoberfest. Someone stole his lederhosen. Man, I rabbit trail quick. Yeah, so that's a cool mural. And you see upstairs there where those folks are chowing? Well, that place beams sports, including hockey, which is really cool. And they beam it off of that wall up there. So, I'm a lifelong Philadelphia Flyers fan and 28 years in Vegas. Obviously, I'm a Golden Knights fan, Vegas Golden Knights. However, I love me some hockey no matter who's playing. They play Tampa Bay Lightning games up there, and that's cool. This place is gonna be buzzing. That's cool. I like the reseated entry there. Those folks are having fun. I got my hair cut in here one time. That barber shop, which says closed, see you soon. I don't know if that's closed forever. But anyway, so this place is going to be jumping for Chasco Fiesta. It's going to be a madhouse. This is pretty busy actually right now this time of day because folks are coming home from work, so they're buzzing here and there. And it's a golf cart friendly city, so this weekend and for the next 2 weekends, for 2 weeks rather, for Chasco Fiesta, there's going to be a veritable cornucopia of folks running around on golf carts. Some lit like Christmas trees. But hey, do your thing, partner. That joint is a cigar lounge. But check this out. You can smell them cigars across the street. Place is kicking like Bruce Lee. But that is a very cool mural. And you can see that the gator, he likes stogies as well. He has no problem with the stogs. So if you see this gator, you don't really have to worry about him flipping your boat unless you have stogies. In which case, just give them up. Yeah, just see that dude over there, he didn't heed the warning. And now look at you, bro. He's scratching his head. He's like, what happened? Oh, dude, clearly you were bogarting. It appears that after a few years of being vacant, this place is going to be something again. I love that roof line up there. I think that's like for that some kind of ventilation, but it looks cool. Looks retro. Emerald Coast Brewing Company. No shortage of pubs down here. There's a lot of them. I think there's like 4 across the street. But this architecture, I'm on the corner of Florida and Main Street, and a lot of these buildings are from the 20s, which is really cool. And we're going to go back to the Historical Society, match up some old-timey photos, or take some old-timey photos and come back and match them up down here, including this building, which has some really cool architecture. I am stoked for that information. Future bid, just throwing it out there. This building also has my go-to pizza joint when I'm downtown. This is right here. Also, hat tip, if you like shrimp and grits, this place is legit. It's in my top 5 shrimp and grits I've had so far in my life. It's very good. Highly recommend that. And they've got outdoor seating. It's called Herschel's. Now, as a fan of The Walking Dead, I like that name, but I like their food even more. It's really good. In case I haven't said that 5 times. So a couple of the cool things they have down here. That building directly in the center of your screen, that is a downtown market, coffee shop, mom and pop place. Not chains. You're not going to find any chain businesses down here. And you got a security joint, and then you have multiple breweries kicking it on down on Main Street. Well, I think we've come full circle. We haven't covered everything. There's a lot to cover down here. We didn't even go down towards the theater, which is down there. That's a whole nother thing. Still looking to get a tour of that place. But this place has got all kinds of murals everywhere. So if you're into murals and all the old-timey stuff, highly recommend coming to downtown Newport Richey, the historic area. Right down here. Just put in Sims Park in your browser and you'll find this place. But I spoke to the folks over there at that brewing company. They're looking at maybe an April-ish of 2023 opening. Permits and all that stuff take a while, and hopefully they don't get jammed up with, the bureaucracy, and they can open. And if you're into mead, which I know any of you who used to do the old reenactment days back in Vegas when we did the old Scottish 16th century reenactment stuff, good times. I know some of you dudes watch these videos, one in particular, and you're a fan of mead. So if your next time out here, we'll go by, assuming they're open, because she told me they're going to specialize in mead, which is not a normal thing for a pub. But they're going to do all their own brewing in-house. So if you're into that kind of thing, that's where it'll be. So, all right. And there's some additional things you can find, like additional public parking and Hacienda Hotel, the Historic Museum, and Sims Park. It's all right over yonder. Well, that's going to do it from this one from the historic downtown Newport Richey area. I'm trying to figure out where the sun's not going to throw a shadow or burn my eyeball out. I don't think I'm going to get away with that. We're back where we started. Orange Lake, Newport Richey Historic Downtown. If you enjoy videos like this, subscribe to the channel, give it a like, give it a share, and definitely throw a comment in. I want to know where in your area of the country or world you go and check out old-timey. What's in your town that you dig? Throw it in the comments. Let's learn something, and maybe we can stir one another up to go adventure on into your areas. And until next time, Adam, did you send a weed whacker dude over to my video? Appreciate that, man. Until next time, adventure on.